If you can think of a better place than here to launch the 2014 Aquacross season, then I want to know about it. The 2013 championship started right here, and what a season it was, with fast, close racing and exhilarating action at every round. And sometimes in brutal conditions. By the time we'd reached St. Cloud, Aquacross had attracted some 40 competitors, which produced some great champions. So Kelly, good to see you. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
What did it mean to you last season when you won the championship?
It was great. I mean, I went in, we were gonna come watch the race, and Mike and I decided we were gonna race, and go from that to winning the championship, it was awesome. It was really great.
What do you make of it?
Great location, and a lot more competition this year, so it's gonna be fun.
Ron, good to see you, my friend. What was it like to win last year at the end of the season?
It felt good. I didn't expect it at all. I was sought out after hitting up a little buoy competition in Tampa for a charity run. And I mean, next thing I knew, I said, you want to race? Sure, I'll try it. Next thing I know, I got hooked and addicted because I was first place in Daytona. Did fair on my lake races, exceeded in Cocoa Beach again, and you know, came out first overall, rookie of the year. So I'm excited. I'm excited to see.
A bit more pressure this year, though, after last year.
A lot more. Yeah. I got the target on my back, but I'm getting it.
Last year's champion then in the big class, the 300 class.
You know, it was my rookie season in racing, so the whole thing was a new experience, and you know, to be out there with some of the pro riders that have been doing this for 16, 18 years, it was an awesome experience. It was intense. You know, it came down to maybe 2 or 4 points between the top 3 guys in that last race, and it was, everything was on the line for that last one, so it came down to the wire. I liked that. It was intense the whole way through. It was a fun finish.
Is there a bit of pressure now?
I guess you could say that there is that pressure. There's a lot of people looking at whoever the previous year's champion was. But this year, to be honest, I just want to have a good time. I actually expect my first child in August, so my focus, I don't think I'm as geared up, trying to win a championship again, but I definitely would like to finish first place in a race.
So 3 different champions means 3 different classes. Look out for the green vests. These riders are racing in the 200s. Fast, but incredibly agile. Next up, we've got these guys, the 250 class skis. Keep your eyes peeled for the riders in the red vests. In the case of this Sea-Doo RXP, sometimes the skis themselves have a smaller hull, but in terms of out-and-out power, they're right up there with the big guys. And then you've got these bad boys, the 300s. The riders will be wearing the blue vests, and although the skis themselves are restricted to 68 miles per hour, in terms of acceleration, it's 0 to 60 in about 3 seconds. That's awesome. So we're down here on the beach in Daytona, and I'm just catching up with a man who's going to be very important this season. Brian Smith, good to see you, friend.
Good to see you.
Commentating all the races throughout the season. We're set for a great weekend and a great championship, aren't we?
Yeah, we're set for a great championship this weekend, man. It's these guys come out from all over the world now, and last year it was small and it's grown really big. So I'm excited to see what these guys and these racers bring to the water this weekend.
So it's all about this moment then. The 2014 season is about to get underway. So let's head out to the start.
The 250 class is on the water waiting for the green flag. go. Race is waiting for the green flag. Green flag is up. Here they come down the front stretch in the 200 and 250 class. Race 1 of the 2014 season. On board is the 111 of Johnny Ash on his Sea-Doo RXT. Coming down the front stretch, there's Sean Hagen, but here comes the 361 of Eric Lagopoulos. Eric Lagopoulos is your new leader, taking the whole shot, coming down the front stretch, followed by the 150 of Sean Hagen and the 48 of Tim McKercher. Making a left turn, coming down the side stretch, heading toward the back on the first turn. Having to battle these big waves out here today. Kyle McCrow on the C44, battling it out. Your top three is C44 of Kyle McCrow, 48 of Tim McKercher, and 361 of Eric Lagopoulos in the 250 class. Here's a great shot of the 361 and the 48 of Tim McKercher. Tim McKercher's on the outside, coming down the front stretch. He's trying to make a pass. Is he gonna make it stick? Yes, he is, ladies and gentlemen. Your new leader, the 48 of Tim McKercher, followed by 361 of Eric Lagopoulos. Another great shot here of Tim McKercher battling it out, going through the waves. Unfortunately, Tim McKercher is gonna have a get off. He's gonna fall back to third. Ken Moore also has one in the 250 class on 421. He's back on his steed. Your new leader, Eric Lagopoulos, in the 250 class in first place, followed by the 88 of Ron Levy. And once again in third place, there he is, number 48 of Tim McKercher. In third place in the 200 class is the 41 of Kelly Belval. He's battling these ways out on the VXR. The 201 of Jason Maxson in second. And making his debut, the 57 of Rob Greenwald. You can see it's very, very rough out there today. But taking the win in race 1 in the 200 and 250 class, for number 361 of Eric Lagopoulos. Winner Rob Greenwald.
So great opening race action there here in Daytona. Let's get confirmation of the result.
All right, rounding out your top three in the 250 class. Tim McKercher, second, Ron Levy. First was Eric Lagopoulos in the 200 class. Kelly Belval on the 41. Jason Max in the 201 and Greenwald on the 57.
How did you find it out there today?
It was great. You know, last year we won the 300 class. This year we decided to change it up and ride a different ski.
Nothing to do with you dropping down a class because you're afraid of the competition in the 300 class this year?
No, not at all. You know, with the rules and the way some of the new skis are, you know, it was the right thing to do for me to stay on top. And so we decided to ride the GTR and same result. You know, Daytona Beach is my spot.
200 class winner. Tell us about it out there.
Oh, it was awesome. It was gnarly. And to me, one of the best parts was I literally took a showroom stock Yamaha VXR yesterday, put on a set of hand grips, not even an intake grate in this rough surf, and dominated the 200 class. Lapped the entire field, most of them twice.
Next up is race 1 in the 300 class. Racers are lined up, getting ready. Here we go. And green flag is up. On board is 711 of Kevin Wasson, coming down the front stretch.
So awesome opening action there from the guys in the 200s and the 250s. Time though now for the big guns. Here's the 300s.
Coming down the front stretch, we have Stuart Rasmussen, Scott Dolly, Eric Francis, and Anya Coley. Who's going to take the whole shot? Once again on board is Kevin Wasson on the 711. But your early leader is the 74 of Scott Dolly, followed by the 77 of Jason Russo and Tyler White on the 352 out of Alice, Texas. Another great shot, Kevin Wasson, seeing how hard he's having to battle through these waves. These waves are very, very rough. Making their way around the left side of the track. Look at this, the 22 of Blaine Spooner and the 352 of Tyler White coming down the front stretch. Tyler White's got some speed. He's coming around on the outside of him. Gonna make the turn stick. Yes, he does, but here comes Blaine Spooner on the 22. 22 stays right there on the inside. Great aerial view. There's Anya Coley on the Hydro Turf, Kawasaki 300. Tyler White once again on the 352. Kevin Wassum, Sea-Doo sponsored rider. There's your leader, Scott Dolly, on the 74, but he's being challenged by the 352 of Tyler White. Tyler White's got a great run. He makes the early pass. Coming down the front stretch, they're side by side. There's the 110 and the 404. 110 of Troy Snyder, 404 Brent Benderly. Sponsored by Yamaha. Stuart Rasmussen now, though, has taken the lead. He is your leader. 222 Stuart Rasmussen in the 300 class. Aero Aswar is in second spot on the boat number 199 Yamaha FZR out of Jakarta, Indonesia. Now the front stretch they come. The 911 of Eric Francis and the 77 of Jason Russo. Eric Francis looking a little underpowered right now, but taking the win in race 1 of the 300 class, 222 of Stuart Rasmussen.
Tell us about it. How do you find it out there?
Oh, I'm sore. It was rough. Best thing to do is just stay on the boat. Everything take care of itself.
Huge congratulations, though. You took first place.
Thank you. And the boat wasn't even running right. We had to take it back, do a little bit of work to it.
Well, don't do too much. It worked just fine. Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's it for day 1 here in Daytona. Awesome racing action once again, and it has been really hard for the guys in these conditions. And tomorrow, they're going to come back and do it all again twice. It's going to be really tough. Daytona Beach for the opening weekend of the 2014 AquaX Championship. Yesterday we saw some awesome racing across all 3 classes, providing us with 3 worthy champions on the day. But today they've got to come back and do it all again, not once, but twice. So let's get back down onto the sand and rejoin the action.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Plaza Resort and Spa in beautiful Daytona Beach, Florida. Up next is race number 2. For the 200 and 250 class, they are on the water, waiting for the green flag. Green flag is up. Here they come down the front stretch. 200 and 250 class. On board is the 111 of Johnny Ash out of Canada on his Sea-Doo RXT. Who's going to be your early leader? They're slicing and dicing out there. Rob Greenwald on the 57 Yamaha. Eric Lagopoulos has an amazing start coming down the front stretch. He is your early leader and takes the whole shot into the first turn. Today is a lot rougher than it was yesterday, so we're going to see who stays on the boat and who doesn't today. The 57 of Rob Greenwald is first in the 200 class. Johnny Ash on the 111 in the 250 class. He's having a little bit of mechanical issues. See if we can get a report from him.
Johnny, what happened?
We lost all power here. Boat was running really good. Coming into the last turn there, I just lost complete power. Gauges shut down. Everything's locked out. So we're trying to get it going right now. If I can finish out the race, it still continues points if they'll let me get back out there. So,
all right, best of luck. Everyone, hold you up.
As you can see, we had the report from the beach that the 111 of Johnny Ash has had a mechanical failure. So we'll see if he makes it back for race 3. But currently, right now, is your leader in the 250 class, the 361 of Eric Lagopoulos. He's no stranger to the front pack. He loves being out there in front. This is his home turf, as he said. In third place in the 250 class is the 88 of Ron Levy. Gives a nice look back, says, "What you got, fellas?" Uh-oh, Sean Hagen being a baby, knocking his helmet into his ski suit. Who's not gonna like that one. But there is your leader and race 2 winner in the 250 class, Eric Lagopoulos. Rounding out your top 3 in the 250 class, the 88 of Ron Levy, the 48 of Tim McKercher, and the 361 of Eric Lagopoulos. In the 200 class, the 201 of Jason Maxson, 970 of Scott Reeves, and the 57 of Rob Greenwald.
Eric, how was it? You were dominating out there.
Oh, it was great, you know.
Guys in second and third almost.
It was great, you know. These are my conditions, you know. I grew up riding in this stuff, and I just feel like I'm at home in it, you know. And I can't wait to win Moto 3.
So Dave, just about to go out for race 2 this weekend in Daytona. How are you finding it?
Yeah, it was tough going yesterday, just getting used to the new ski. I've never ridden one in my life, so it was a bit of a trial thing yesterday, so I'm going to try and go a bit quicker today, see how we get on.
Now it's time for the 300 class. Race 2 is underway. Coming down the front stretch, Eric Francis looks to be on the gas, but your early leader is the 110 of Troy Snyder aboard his Yamaha FCR. Down the backstretch they go. Eric Francis is trying to hunt him down, followed by Jason Russo. There's a nice shot of the 110 of Troy Snyder on the front stretch, but your winner in race 2 is the 911 of Eric, the Eagle Francis. Rounding out your top 4 in the 300 class, race 2, 220 of Blaine Spooter, 222 of Stuart Rasmussen, the 199 of Aero Aswar, and the 911 of Eric Francis.
Horsepower makes a big difference.
Yeah, I think you lapped the whole field.
I think so. All right. All together, guys, together, go!
There's over 40 riders here this weekend, and it is a truly international field. It's not just the Americans who are racing out here in Daytona. We've got guys that have travelled from as far afield as Canada, Peru, the Cayman Islands, Indonesia, and even some guys that have come across the pond from the UK.
We all came all the way from Windsor, Ontario, Canada, drove 20 hours just to be here.
Why on earth would you drive 20 hours to come to race here? What is it about AquaX?
We always heard so much positive things about the race, and we had to be here.
So Aero, we think that you've travelled the furthest and to make it here, but whereabouts did you come from?
Well, I came from Jakarta, Indonesia. It's about 20 hours flight from LA, and then another 7 hours flight from LA to here. So yeah, it's a very long flight.
What was it about AquaX that said to you, I'm going to make the effort because this is worth it?
I've heard the AquaX from the UK. I got some friends, you know, talking about it, and then they said it's fun, it's stock, it's, you know, everything's about skill. There's no engines, modification, all that, just handling and pure skills.
You know, I talked to a lot of riders before, you know, even thinking about coming here, and they told me, you know, this is a great event. You know, last year it wasn't as much turnout as this year, but, you know, everyone sounded attractive, so I said, well, I guess why not?
I think it adds to the excitement, you know, travelling, packing all your bags, coming all the way over here, and then getting here to the beautiful weather, and, you know, a big team set up, it just makes it a lot more exciting.
So alongside the 200s, the 250s and the 300s, there's also a stand-up ski class here in Daytona this weekend. And it's not too late to come and race your stand-up ski in Cocoa Beach. So if you'd like to find out more, just check the website for details. Hey Ron, last Moto of the weekend, you looking forward to it?
Yes sir. Podium.
Going for the podium?
We're going to be on the podium.
Getting a little rough right now. We got one of our buoys that broke loose, so we're trying to get that corrected. And once we get that squared away, then we'll be able to get this race going.
It's time for race 3 in the 200-250 class. 111 Johnny Ash on board with him. Sees it picked up again, coming down the front stretch. There's Johnny Ash in center. The 57 of Rob Greenwald is currently in first place in the 200 class. First place in the 250 is Eric Agopoulos on 361. See just how rough it is out there. The 88 of Ron Levy. In second spot in the 200 class, 970 of Scott Reeves. But your winner in the 250 class is Eric Agopoulos on the 361. Rounding out your top 3 is 48 of Tim McKercher, 88 of Ron Levy, the 361 of Eric Agopoulos in the 250 class. In the 200 class, 201 of Maxon, 57 of Greenwald, and the 970 of Reeves.
Yeah, I gave up first place because I couldn't ride that hard. My hand is destroyed.
So this final one for you, it's just all about hanging on till the end.
Definitely, yeah. I can see it's getting a bit rough out there. These skis are bouncing up and down all over the place. So yeah, it's all just about holding on and hoping my muscles can last.
Here we go. Race 3 of the 300 class. Green flag is up. Coming down the front stretch. They're all over the place. But Stuart Rasmussen on the 222, he's got a good run. Also with Eric Francis on the 911. Troy Snyder's not going to be put down easy. He's on the 110 Yamaha FZR. Down the side stretch they go, into the second turn, going to the back stretch. In the 300 class, race 3, your top 3 is the 199 of Aero Aswar, 911 of Eric Francis, and the 222 of Stuart Rasmussen. Here's a great battle and a great shot with the 911 of Eric Francis and the 222 of Stuart Rasmussen. Eric Francis is on the outside. He's going for the early pass. Aero Aswar getting some major air on the 199 coming on the front stretch. He's currently in 3rd spot. In 4th spot, 220 of Blaine Spooner. Right behind him is the 110 of Troy Snyder, but your leader on the 911 and your winner in race 3, 911 of Eric Francis, followed by 222 of Stuart Rasmussen. Rounding out your top 5, in the 345 is Gary Whitaker, the 220 of Blaine Spooner. Your top 3, 199 of Aero Aswar, 222 of Stuart Rasmussen, and the 911 of Eric Francis.
So the biggest surf and the roughest conditions of the weekend by far. Let's see what that's done to the overall standings at the end.
Overall standings in 250 class, McKercher, Levy, and Lagopoulos. In the 200 is Bellball, Maxson, and Rob Greenwald. In the 300 class is Aero Aswar, Eric Francis in 2nd, and Stuart Rasmussen in 1st.
It was a rough day today, but we did it. It was definitely tough. Definitely tough.
Real race is more about running smart than running hard. Because running smart, you figure your points, you got 3 motos. It's all about taking down the #1 at the end of the day. That's where the check is. It's not moto by moto. You can win every moto, you can fall off trying to hold somebody off. But you know what? Play it to win.
So that's about it from here in Daytona for the opening weekend of the 2014 championship. We hope that this is just going to get bigger and better, and we'd love it if you can join us next time out from Jacksonville. See ya.
And 8th for round 2 in Jacksonville, Florida. Stay fresh, fellas!